Hey everyone, it's been a few years since I was posting on this channel, at least regularly, and about weight loss. Um, Part of the reason for that is I wasn't really getting a lot of views towards the end of my last run. I was trying to do weekly fasts with everybody, and people just weren't really participating that much. Clearly, I should have kept going with that regardless. Having the channel really was a way for me to stay motivated and a way to commit to people that I would continue to do well. A lot of things have happened since I stopped posting. We had a death in the family, and my mother-in-law moved in with us for close to a year. And that was kind of the beginning of the end of my fitness at all at that point. That was a hard year for us. Then we went into COVID lockdowns. Then I took a promotion at work, which means I'm working 60 plus hours per week. So I have not taken care of myself the way that I should have. All that is to say that I basically got fat again. I put most of the weight on that I had lost before. Even though I continue to intermittent fast, and I do occasionally try to get things under control by going back on keto, I have not been able to make a sustained run of it up to this point. I'm a couple weeks in now, which is about as good as I've been able to do in the last few years. And I feel like I'm mentally in a place where things have settled a little bit. I'm past all of the excuses that I was able to make for myself, even though they weren't good reasons. It's never a good reason to not perform well, especially when it comes to taking care of your health. But I didn't. One of the things that really affected me was that I thought that I had changed, but I really hadn't. And so I let my guard down and then started putting on weight again. Because I had bought into the idea that once you had done all this fasting and once you had been off of carbs for so long, that you wouldn't crave them, that your brain was changed, that your hormones and your insulin levels and everything would be reset. That's clearly not the case. So between a low thyroid and high insulin levels and insulin resistance, you put that together with the brain that I've always had, where I like to eat, and the carb cravings that are worse than a heroin addiction. And it's easy to fall off the wagon. And I think because I had been doing keto for so long and because I had been fasting for so long, it was really mentally challenging to commit to doing that again. And I think you all know that my wife's a baker, so there's always baked goods around the house. And we went through a bout of popcorn eating, and popcorn is even worse than table sugar. So I just didn't do a good job. And it is not because of a ketogenic diet that I put on the weight. It's not because of fasting that I put on the weight. Although I will say, people say you lose weight by intermittent fasting, but I've been intermittent fasting for years and continue to put on weight if I'm not eating right. And I think probably for most people, they just can't eat as much or eat as bad when they're only eating one time a day. But yours truly, I can do that. I can eat too much. Even if I'm only eating one time a day, I can still eat too many calories, which harkens back to when I finished that 30-day fast. And I was able to sit there and eat 5,000 calories, even though people told me that I wouldn't be able to eat anything at all. So clearly I have hormonal problems, insulin resistance, mental problems. And the mental is really the hardest part to get by. So I need to start coming on here again because I need your support. That's why I need to be on this channel. I need to lose this weight. I need to go start fasting harder again. Like I said, I've been doing intermittent fasting. I've had a couple 48-hour fasts. I've had a couple week-long fasts in the last few years, but I really need to do it hardcore because I need to clean out my arteries again. I think the fasting really has given me lasting benefits, but after having COVID a couple times and after gaining all this weight, clearly I need more of those benefits. So One of the major benefits that I've had is that I feel like my allergies are almost gone. Ever since I had that 30-day fast, my allergies are seemingly almost gone. Now, obviously, I can't tell you that it was the fast that did that. I don't know. I still have the shoulder pain that I got when I was losing all that weight. So that has not improved, but my allergies have improved. My own personal outlook, even though I have put on a lot of weight, has still always been more positive. Prior to doing all of the keto and fasting, I didn't believe that I could lose any weight. Now I'm older, and even when I am doing keto, it seems like things are coming off slower, but I believe I can do it, because the bottom line is, if you're able to not eat, there's no way that you can gain weight. So, but I need the support that I had from posting regularly, the commitment that I made to you guys. I need to use that to manipulate myself and motivate myself, basically. So you're going to see me on here again. Hopefully you're not too disappointed in me. It took me a while before I was willing to get on here and make this video, because I didn't really want to admit that I had put on all the weight again to all of you. Part of it was I was just embarrassed. Part of it was I didn't want to cause you guys to lose motivation if you were doing well. I didn't want you to have an excuse to relapse, but like I said, I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser. I feel like there's probably some of you out there who have fallen off the wagon with me, who have put on weight that you had lost, and maybe you're discouraged, and maybe it'll motivate you to see somebody else that's going through the same things you are, so the same struggles, but will still find success. So pretty soon, I've got my son's birthday this week. You remember the little guy? He's turning 9, so he's getting pretty big. But I have his birthday this week and stuff like that, so we have a couple things planned. I'm still going to be doing dirty keto like I've been doing for the last few weeks, and I've peeled off probably 15 pounds in the last couple months just by going on and off of dirty keto. And eating one meal a day, which I've been doing for a long time, but that's combined with the keto now. And I've had a couple 36 to 48 hour fasts in the last month too that have helped kickstart that. But before I really crack down, I'm probably going to continue having just a dirty keto food for the next week so that we can go and do what we're doing. But pretty soon I'll be doing an egg and ground beef fast to really kick off some weight loss here. Probably shoot for a weight loss of about 10 pounds in 10 days. And I'll post the results of that. I'll let you know how that goes for me. So in case you're wondering, I feel like that's a pretty good, well-rounded keto meal, because the eggs can really support life. I still to this day think that eggs are probably the perfect keto food, but they get a little bit boring if all you're eating is eggs. So I'm going to mix ground beef in the mix, maybe a couple hamburger patties just made out of ground beef, just to give me some meat during that portion, something a little bit different flavor. And that's all I'll be eating for a little while. And I will post results of that for you guys. But please comment down below. Let me know if you found yourself in the same boat that I'm in. Let me know if you've been able to keep your weight off, if any of the fasting information has been helpful to you. And hopefully together, even though this has been a bump in the road for me, we can be ultimately successful. Okay, guys? So I'll see you later, and I hope everything is going really well for you. Bye.